Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. I'm Paige and my channel is Little Peacocks, and today I have done the landscape for the Brindleton Bay Community Center. So let's go ahead and check it out. So as you can see for my video, my last video, I stated that on the outside of this building I did a little outdoor cafe area. So that's what this is at the beginning right here. And so at the beginning I just put the little juice bar trailer food truck, juice truck, that's what we're gonna call it, out there. And I did a couple cafe tables with a couple of chairs, and did a little bit of landscaping with cement. I don't know, it's not terrain paint, it's tiles, but yeah, so that's what I did at the beginning. And then I go back and I change it later, like I do like with most of the things that I build. I'm like, nope, I don't like that, we're changing that up. Created a little kind of like a stepping stone pathway. We don't have stepping stones, which is super sad. I was like, oh, that's something that we need in this game. We need stepping stones. Then I did hedges around the whole outside of the building. Fixed the roofs after I enlarged the building because I hadn't done that. Yeah, and I do change the siding on that little side right there where it's like the bathroom wall covering is on the outside as well. That does get fixed, I promise you. So going through putting the dirt under the bushes because that's real important. And this, I actually had a lot of fun designing this this landscape. I must have deleted the video that had the garden landscape, which is, you can see, is off to the left of this. So, but I will put in some pictures so you can see what that looks like. But at the beginning, I hated it. I hated what the garden looked like. It was a disaster. I did not like it at all. And then finally, I figured out I was just like, not even in the game. I wasn't, but I was thinking about it, and I just had like this brilliant idea. I was like, this is how the garden's going to look. And what do you know? I ended up actually really liking it, and then I ended up really liking the rest of the landscape of this building. While I was doing this building, guys, I'm not gonna lie, I was like, ugh. I was like, done. Like, I was about depleted because like it was just not working how I wanted it to, and then finally it worked. It finally worked, and I loved it. And I really love the outside of this building. This little cafe area, so darling. Outdoor cafe area, I love it. And so you've got a couple trash cans, you got a lamp post, you got tables, you got the juice truck, you got all that jazz. And then here on this side, so like I stated in the video where I did the exterior of the building and the interior of the building, I stated that like it's a community center, so I wanted it to be a place where people could come and gather and not only like, you know, create things, but to also just, you know, like hang out, you know, laugh, talk, enjoy, make some new friends. And so it's not like a typical community space where it's either like the makerspace, the marketplace, or the community garden. It's actually all three of those. But then I added some more things, like I added a playground for the little kids, and I added a bonfire pit. Like in my interior video, I added a bar, and you know, so it's just like, it's a place where people can just come and enjoy and relax. You know, whether their relaxing means making candles or, you know. So that one is a gourmet food stall. The next one that I place on is, I think, a cupcake stand, cupcake food truck, whatever you want to call it. And like, I mean, if you want your Sims to be eating different food, like, you can go ahead and put in different food stalls if you want to. That's totally up to you. Yeah, I messed around with the idea of putting a ice skating rink there, but I didn't end up doing it. That's where I ended up putting the little children's play area. Messed around with maybe adding some monkey bars with some swings, but the space wasn't really filling it with the space that I had. So we just nixed those and we just did the playground, the little pirate ship playground. And this one, when I was doing the terrain paint for this one, like, it took me forever to figure out what I wanted to do, and you'll see that coming up in this video. Like, I'm like, nope, not that, nope. And so I decided I ended up deciding it wanted to be symmetrical from the other side. And so I was like, okay, well, what tile do we want to use under here? Because I didn't want it to be like the brick pavers, because nobody wants to play on brick pavers. Like, nobody puts a playground on brick pavers. So I messed around with the idea of, like, putting carpet, maybe just pretending that it was like some outdoor carpet or whatever. Didn't like that. Thought it was a terrible idea. So I did the same, like, stepping stones that lead back to the trash cans and the recyclers. And then, see, here I am changing it again and again and yet again. See, yep, nope, don't like that. I finally ended, but then I was like, okay, fine, we're just gonna do a terrain paint, which I was like, oh, this is gonna be super difficult to get it to actually look like the other side of the building, because terrain paints, you know, don't have diagonal straight edges. So, like, I tried to do that, like, kind of slant, and obviously, you know, it doesn't look too great. And I was like, well, maybe we'll just do, like, the whole thing, the flowers, and then we'll just have, like, a little border around it. And then I was like, no, I don't like that. So we tried dirt, we tried sand, ended up going with sand, and then I went through and added some little darker patches of sand where, like, the kids' feet would be constantly. And then I wanted it to be symmetrical, because this is a very symmetrical building. But I didn't want to put another community board, so I messed around with signs, and then I decided that I was going to be a sign on that side a little, but it wasn't going to be, like, completely symmetrical from where the community signpost was. So left that there. I ended up going and putting the stone pavers like you have on the right side on the other side as well. And then I talked about this in my last video, where I was doing this and I struggled with, like, realism, because I was like, okay, in real life, a dump truck a garbage man would have to be able to get to the back and get to the garbage cans. And so I was like, so we have to do that. And then I was just like, nope. There's not even garbage men in The Sims 4, so we're just going to do it how we want to do it, and that's how it's going to be. So, yeah, and then I messed around with some outdoor lights, kind of lining the pathway. I ended up not liking that. We got rid of it. I put a glass roof on top of the little porch area to kind of tie in the glass roof in the greenhouse. Put some lights on the building, on the walls next to the door. Then I ended up just putting 2 lights next to the stairs. And there you have it. There is the Brindleton Bay Community Center. Like I said, I will upload some pictures of the garden and maybe some more areas of the exterior, so you can actually, you know, get a better look of what it looks like without me moving the screen everywhere around. But thank you guys so much for watching my video. Thank you for supporting me. If you want to continue to support me, please subscribe, like, comment, all that YouTube jazz, and I will see you guys in my next video.